Hi guys, PLO Warrior here. I'm playing some tournaments at the moment and figured I would record them. They're just the Mtops tournaments. It's the last day of them, so yeah, let's see how we go. Basically, these three tables here are the main event thing, the $1 million guaranteed. And then the top left one is another one, basically. I can't remember which one it is. It's 20 grand guaranteed or something. And we're a chip leader or second in chips, I think, in the top left table. So I think I've played 6 Mtops events, and I've cashed in 5 of them, unfortunately, because it's such a small buy-in events. The payouts have been pretty small, unfortunately, but hopefully we can get a deep run in this one. I keep moving tables, which is quite frustrating. I'm starting to get reads on people, and then I'll move tables, which is I'm just going to open the 9 deuce. Like I say, I haven't got any notes on anyone, so it's probably not the wisest thing to do, but until they show me that they're going to 3-bet and stuff like that, then it's fine. I'm just going to bet. I'm going to fold to this guy's raise, and if this guy shoves, obviously we have to call him. So we're up to over 1 million chips. Still a bit of a way to go to the final table. I feel like I've been raising a bit too much, but like I say, until they show me that they're going to do anything crazy against me, then I'm just going to keep doing it. And this guy 3-bets, which is fine. We have a weak hand. I expect him to 3-bet me quite light because I've been raising the last 3 or 4 hands in a row, but we don't have any hands on him, and he could be a really tight player, and I don't really want to just call. And I don't really want to 4-bet without knowing sort of a bit more of his tendencies. So I'm just going to fold there. It's hard to win 4 hands in a row, so whatever. And then, okay, on the top right table, this is the main event thing. We used like a ticket or whatever, so we didn't actually pay for this one. So I'm going to be a bit more aggressive with with the one that I didn't pay for, which is a bit just like I'm going to be completely mindless aggression, pretty much. And on the bottom 2 ones, I'm going to play a bit more ABC. So hopefully you will be able to see the difference. This guy shoves, and it's going to cost me 42 to win 94,000. I pretty much have to call if this guy doesn't call. Probably should still have to call, but I think once this guy calls, I think it's not going to be too good for us, so we're just going to fold. And on the top right table, I know we're playing quite aggressively, but when we get 3-bet by a guy that hasn't played any hands yet, out of 9 hands, I think continuing. Oh shit, we had 10s. I thought, yeah, I thought I had ace-10 there. Still, I don't really know if that changes my decision. I probably wouldn't be folding there, but I forgot what hand I had. I didn't actually look. I thought I had ace-10, so that was a bit dumb. And we're actually going to raise on the top left table. This player's all in. We can try and take this guy's blind. I mean, he knows he's going to see our cards anyway, but we're going to profit if he folds pretty much anyway, so that's all good. But we managed to get lucky and beat this guy as well. Bit of free advertisement. I'm playing pretty loose, but they should probably know this anyway. So we've got 50 big blinds, I think. Yep. And obviously we're raising on the button. We're going to have to fold to a re-raise, I think. If this guy 3-bets us again, then I think I want to bet the flop, because well, obviously there's a good chance we have the best hand, but if he has like King 10 or King Jack, something like that, then I'd also really want to give him a free card as well, so definitely just betting the flop. And we'll definitely open this hand, and we'll call this guy's shove, and probably fold to anyone else. This guy min raising under the gun. He does only have like 6 big blinds or whatever, but I don't really want to get in with ace-7. I mean, I don't want to raise with these sort of deeper stacks behind me, so I'm just going to let him take it down there. Yeah, it's going to be a long old tournament, this one. The main event. I mean, it's 45,000 players, which is ridiculous. So yeah, Queen 10. It's going to dump it. We are going to play aggressive, but Queen 10 I don't really fancy. I mean, the blinds are too small anyway at the moment, and you get 10,000 chips, so you get like a super deep stack. So there's no real point getting involved in pots with dominating hands like Queen 10. I mean, I'd rather have 6-7 suited or something where I can, you know, flop a straight or you know, turn a flush against someone that's going to have a top 2 pair, or like a decent top pair that they're not going to fold, you know. So I'd rather have a hand like that. And top left looks like we're going to lose a player unless the 6 comes, which it does. Oh, we did lose. Yeah, sorry, Adam covered. And we moved to another table. Unfortunate. Every time I seem to be moving to a new table. Definitely going to be opening a 10-9 suited. This is not such a good table. Everyone has some chips, basically. But we do have everyone covered pretty much by double, so quite a bad flop for me, but like I do have a gut shot and a backdoor flush draw, so I feel like I have to bet it at least. Now we turn the flush. The thing is, I'm only trying to get him to fold a queen here, really. A king I don't expect him to fold, so. And now that's really interesting. I think we have to shove here or give up, pretty much. I'm actually going to shove. I think he has a queen, and he won't be folding. He won't be calling with a queen. It puts him in a really awkward spot, and we have, like, you know, all the chips. So I feel like we have to shove there, or obviously just give up. I don't think there's any point betting small and letting him call us with a queen. So I think that was fine. Top right table, obviously ace king. Nothing really to talk about there. Calling this guy shove, obviously. It's debatable whether we call the other guys shoves, because, I mean, ace jack suited is pretty nice. 6-handed format as well. But the thing is, we've been raising every hand as well. So I think he can be re-raising me sort of quite light here. So yeah, again, I have to shove or fold, really. I don't know. I'm going to fold. Like I say, because I've just unfortunately moved to the table. I don't really have any hands on the people, but if it was on my other table, I would have a clear decision of what I wanted to do, because obviously I had more stats on those people. So it's just unfortunate. I keep getting moved around. Ace queen there, I'm definitely getting it in, but ace jack suited, he can have ace queen and ace king a lot of the time. So we're going to be, I mean, ace jack doesn't really beat any legitimate raising hands that he has there, apart from like pocket tens, and it's not even really beating that. So, and queen jack on the bottom left, we're going to call because we can flop, you know, good draws and stuff. So, although I don't think I'm winning at the moment, obviously, but that's fine. Just going to probably check fold this flop or check raise it, but even if he has like queens or kings, I don't think he's going to fold to one raise anyway, so that's fine. And like we have fives here, pretty nitty to fold, I'd say. But I am actually going to fold, and then king's pretty... Yeah, I don't know, five's a bit nitty to fold to a button raise. But I'd just rather have no action in front of me and I'd rather just raise on the button with deuce 9 offsuit, or or have at least a few hands on people to see how much they're raising, because, you know, if he's the kind of player that's going to call me with queen jack suited or 10 jack suited when I shove all in, then, you know, fives is a bad shove. But if he's only calling me with, you know, nines and ace queen and better, then it's an easier shove. Now we won't be folding this to a shove. I mean, they all have 20 big blinds, I think, so we can't fold to anyone. This guy's the tightest on the table though, so I wouldn't love it if he 3-bet us. I might even have to fold. But like I say, he's only got 30 big blinds, something like that. No, 22 big blinds, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I would probably have got it in. Can't be folding ace jack and ace queen to a raise, to a 3-bet. So gotta get the chips in at some point. I didn't get these chips by folding, that's for sure. Would be nice to shove here. He beats us to it, unfortunately, but it's a good spot to shove. You can start seeing who's playing scared money and who's playing aggressive. This guy's playing pretty aggressive, so we'll have no problem getting it in versus him if we get a semi-decent hand. And the next big stack on the table is situated just to my right, and he's pretty much the loosest player on the table, so that is great news for us. Can't really do anything with 8 deuce offsuit. This guy is the tightest, so I'm not free betting him. If he wants to raise 3% of the time, he can pretty much have my blind every single time he raises me. I'm looking to get into pots with this guy and this guy, really, if I don't get moved tables the next 10 minutes. Certainly raising this hand. Might even 3-bet this guy here on the right, on my right, because he's pretty aggro. So hoping for a raise from him, to be honest. And having a hand like this is better than having ace jack or something, because I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing with it. You know, I'm raising and then folding to a re-raise. So it kind of helps to have the ace in the hand. Obviously, at least it takes away his, you know, some combinations of his ace king and ace queen type hands. So if he wants to call me with king jack or king queen, then, you know, that's fine by me. But at least we know exactly what we're doing now. And on this flop, certainly shouldn't hit him that often. So I'm just going to bet sort of 109,000 or something, and then going to be done with the hand. 109,000 looks like this, I think. There we go. Takes ages to type it in. I mean, not a good turn card for us. We can't really bet here, and I mean, if he's picked up diamonds, he's not going to be folding here, so it's quite unfortunate. We have some showdown value with ace high, but I think he can peel with backdoor diamonds and sort of king queens and stuff, so I'm just easily going to check back. And yeah, he had king 9 suited, which is fine. We might have gotten to fold the turn, but, you know, I wasn't really sure if I was going to be able to get him to fold the turn there. He could easily have had a diamond, so we were going to 3-bet that hand. Obviously we can shove, because this guy, he's 3-bet 2 out of 6 times. Actually, no, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, I don't know. But he's the only guy on the table that's 3-bet. Actually, this guy and this guy have. Forget that. I was looking at the wrong stat. So yeah. Interesting that we'll call a 3-bet with King 9 though. I mean, we did 3-bet small, but okay, top right table is the table that I said I'm going to be quite aggressive on, and this is like the first time we've got a genuine spot to actually do something where it's just been raising a small blind, and you know, I probably would do this anyway, but I think he can just be raising the small blinds a lot of the time, obviously, and once he puts in a third of his stack, he's not folding, so we're obviously losing. And it's the only people we've got left now. 183 people left out of 18,000 that started. Certainly not chip leader anymore, probably. Where are we going to be? 21st, so we've still got some chips. Just going to have a game plan, who I'm shoving on, or, I mean, how many big blinds do we have? 40 big blinds, I think. Blinds are 24,000, aren't they? 28,000. So, yeah. About 36 big blinds, something like that. It's really not that much. I mean, we're going to have to pretty much get more chips. The average is 511,000, so actually we've pretty much almost a double the average, so that's not bad. And we have to raise the ace 10. I think I'm going to call this guy. He has just over 10 big blinds. He's 3. Oh, God's sake, I cannot call him now. I was going to call him, but luckily this guy saved me. I mean, it's not very clear if I would be winning or not, because he is quite loose, but then again, he does only have 13 big blinds or whatever, so he doesn't have to automatically have us beat just to be doing that. Uh, 10-7. Might 3-bet it, or I might fold it. I think I'm going to fold. You know, we've got enough chips for the moment until we get into some really good spots. I'm not too bothered about folding 10-7 offsuit to a raise. Like I say, I've got about 20 hands on these people now. I can see that these two are quite aggressive. I can see this guy's super tight and this guy's quite tight as well, so you know, I'm just make it a bit easier for me. Looks certainly raising here. It's been folded round to me. They're both three betting quite a bit, so, but you know, I do have to try and win chips somehow. I could shove. It's a bit too many chips to shove. I could. I hate hold'em. I could raise to like 230 and then fold, I guess. I'm just gonna fold. Kind of getting owned now. I'm on a good table though. I wouldn't change it. You know, I'm just haven't got the balls to stick it in. It's kind of an awkward stack size just to shove in because I've got. Well, actually now we don't. The blinds have gone up now, so 34, so 68,000. Yeah, well, we only have like 23 or something big blinds. That's fine though. We'll just wait for our spot. I mean, until we get below average, I'm not really worried at this point. And we've got 50% more than average. Average is still 500 and a bit. So we're still above average chips. I just hope I don't get moved tables because I like this table. You know, I'm pretty much going to get it all in against either this guy, or this guy right here. That's pretty much what's going to happen. Sorry, I'm not going to be looking to get it in with these two guys here. This guy triple barreled A7, which is interesting. Just have a look at how that hand happened. I mean, the guy floated him on the flop. 68, 68. It's interesting that he didn't choose the 3-bet king 10 suited there. He just called. Ah, this guy checked the flop. Okay, and then he bets the turn and bets the river. So he bet twice, the turn and river with A7. You'd expect him to probably just bet the flop and give up, or bet the turn and then give up when the king comes, but these two get it all in here. This guy's playing pretty loose at the moment. It's not a hand I can call his shove with if he shoves on me, but I guess this guy just shoved ace deuce. He has under 10 big blinds to be fair, so it's not a terrible call. But he is one of the tightest guys on the table, and I don't think he's shoving worse than king 4 there. So yeah, we just bit card dead at the moment. You know, I don't really want to. This guy's probably shoving, and you know, can't call him with 4 high. That would be a bit stupid. And if he's calling an all in with king 4, then I've got no fold equity here pretty much. There's a lot of hands that he's going to be calling me with. So I'd wait until I have, you know, semi-decent hand. Hopefully he doesn't get knocked out now, because I could really do with his chips. Hopefully he shoves here, at least pick up an ace or or 2 of them. Quite funny. Yeah, sod's law. I'm just going to tank a little bit and then probably min raise. Hoping for something crazy to happen. That's all you can do. If he re-raises me, I might just flat call, because I don't think he's going to be calling a 4-bet if he re-raises me, because he's going to be raising to like 150,000. So there's going to be like 150,000 in the pot, and there's going to be sort of 400 in stack. So I might not even I'm not going to 4-bet him if he 3-bets me. And if he just shoves on me, then it's pretty easy. Hopefully he does not flop a 9 or an 8 or a spade. Perfect. So back in the game, back in the game. There's only a big blind out there, but I'm going to try and steal it probably. If no one else does. 68,000. Only because he's so tight. I'm more likely to get played back at by this guy than this guy. So, and there's less money in the pot, so this guy might not try and re-steal it here. And if he shoves, I have to fold easily, because Queen 8 is miles behind. He's never 3-bet in his life, so I have an easy fold. And you know, I just showed aces, so that's fine. Blinds are up to some ridiculous amount, 20, 40. I've got the big stack on our left, unfortunately. Won't be folding this hand. We have 30 big blinds pretty much, so no, this guy, oh yeah, I knocked him out, didn't I? That's right, I was going to say he's gone. So I need to be paying attention to this guy here, because he just joined the table. So, and not thrilled about calling this guy, because I think, yeah, either he has us beat or he has 2 overcards, so pretty much. But we knocked him out. Nice, nice. I haven't really been paying that much attention to the other tables, to be honest. I've been playing sort of quite autopilot there. So, but to be honest, we haven't really had any hands to be playing, and the blinds, well, the blinds are up to 100, 200 now actually. So, yeah, I'm gonna min raise him here. Probably not the best idea because he's pretty aggressive, and I don't think he's just gonna let me walk here. He's probably just gonna 3-bet me, but that's fine. I might just give up on that flop actually. Although he is getting obviously amazing odds to call from the big blind, so it's not really. He doesn't have to have a king or a jack, obviously. But if it was like king 5-2 or jack 5-2 there, then I wouldn't give up so easily. But you know, we have absolutely nothing, and I just felt like giving up. Not the best block for 10-6, obviously. I probably won't try and steal his big blind when I'm in a small blind so easily in the future. Yeah, well, we must have climbed the ladder a little bit. Well, we're in 6th place at the moment, so no need to worry too much. Still 128 players left though. Nothing we can really do. Bottom left, and this guy's min raised under the gun and everyone's folded, so I'm not going to mess around with 10-8 against under the gun open. I mean, we haven't been moved on these tables yet, so we have, you know, a lot of hands on these people. So once the blinds go up a few more levels, if I still haven't moved the table, it's good because I'll obviously know who's playing the tightest and the loosest on the tables at the moment, so that's cool. And we're getting a lot of people got 10 big blinds now. 400,000 is 10 big blinds, so I might 3-bet this guy. I'm not sure how often he folds to 3-bets, but half the time. But it's only at 2 samples. But I'm going to try it anyway. And if he just limps into me, I'm going to raise him. No doubt about that. We get a shovel in on the bottom right table. I really hate it. Oh, he's only got 3,000. Okay, that's fine. I thought he had a. I still don't love it, but I thought he had a full stack, so we'd, you know, I'd probably have to fold, or I wouldn't be thrilled about it. But yeah, we suck out. Whatever, we get 3,000 chips. Can't really do anything with Jack 7. We've lost sort of 40% of our stack on the bottom left table, but you know, the blinds are still small, so still have like 26 big blinds or whatever. Can't really 3-bet someone opening such a small amount of hands. And we're all in. Well, and he kind of has us dominated in that he's got our outs for the straight, but whatever. We actually suck out in a big way. It's 2 big blinds or whatever, so 1.5 big blinds actually. We moved tables now, unfortunately, so now I've got to do all my homework again. But hopefully there's not that many tables left in the end to. I'm not going to do anything on my first hand against somebody. don't know anything about them. And this is pretty much a horrible table to be moved to, because we've got two guys that have pretty much got the same as chips as me, and one guy that's got me covered, but he is on my right, which is good. This guy's got like 10.5 big blinds, but the only thing I'm worried about is this guy behind me, so like I have to shove or just fold obviously, but probably should have shoved there. It's just unfortunate that I don't know anything about him, or how like wide he's shoving there. And if this guy opens, I'll 3-bet him. 3-bet folding him. 3-bet folding here, obviously. So at least you pick up some chips there. Jack 10. I mean, if I open, I have to pretty much call these guys shove, so, but I don't get the option in the end, as it gets opened before me. So 10s is obviously going to be an open, isolating the limper here. Going to make it like 800 thereabouts, 750, something like that. I think I prefer 800 because there's antes involved in this game, so let's make it 840. Double the pot size, and it leaves a pretty easy stack to pot ratio on the flop against this guy. Only one pot size better left, but again, ace 10, obviously full ring game, nitty opener under the gun. It's just ace 10 is miles behind. Ace 10 on a 6-handed table is a bit of a different story though. I have to 3-bet him really. Don't have any hands, but I'm not folding ace 10 and I'm certainly not flatting, so I do have 18 hands on him, really. Must have played him before in this tournament. He looks pretty tight actually. I didn't think that was his stats because we're just drawing the table, but going to be folding if he shoves on me here obviously. If he flat calls, I don't really like that, but I'm obviously not folding. It's quite a big c-bet actually. But still, it's just over half the pot, but unfortunately he shoves on us. He could have had like 8s or 9s, I guess. Didn't want to get it all in pre. So we lost some chips there. Everybody seems to be playing quite nitty on this table, so from what I can see out so far. I wish I called this guy shove with ace 8 earlier, because you know now he's still got 10.5 big blinds, but now you know we have an even worse hand. So maybe that was a mistake, folding ace 8 suited against him. This guy opens again, which is fine. Not really getting anything playable here. We've got under 20 big blinds now actually. The stacks are getting very shallow, but we are going to open the queen 8. We have to try and win chip somehow. And this guy shoves, it's gross, but we have to call because he's got 6 big blinds. brutal. This guy is certainly aggressive, so we're going to be all in against him, I predict, in the next 5 minutes or so. If I don't move tables, obviously. He's opening 40% of his hands. Small sample size, but that's fine. Come on, give me something, yo. Queen 4, not going to call a shove, not going to call 2 shoves. Just be madness. Madness, madness. Turns quads. Yep, definitely not going anywhere with this hand. There's no doubt about that. Hopefully this guy opens. Ideally, because he is the loosest player at the table. Come on, I want somebody to open. Don't want to just win the small and big. I want to win a raise as well. He's got a raise, he's chip leader. Oh man. Oh well. Better to win something than nothing. And back to our deuce threes. Average chip stack on this one is 1.3 million, so we're just under the average here. And working out if I want to raise fold this or not, I'm not sure. Everybody behind me is quite tight, apart from this guy. I don't know anything about him, but I feel like I have to raise. I feel like I've got to do it. They haven't been as 3-bit happy on this table as they were on my last table, so I think I've got a good chance of either getting folds or just flat calls a lot more, so I'm fine with opening king 7. And we do get 3-bet, and I'm not really going to do anything here. I do want to shove, but just not with king 7. If I could have king jack or something, I could possibly do it there. And I open jack queen suited on the bottom right, get 3-bet from the big blind. 9 hands on him, he hasn't played a single hand. Right. I do kind of want to call. Yeah, I'm going to call 2.7 to 1. I got suited Broadway. If it was queen jack offsuit, obviously I'd definitely be folding, but and we could get in some trouble on this flop. He checks here. I don't really want to bet. I'm looking for a safe turn card to bet if he checks again, because I don't want to. I don't think I've got any fold equity if he's got a spade or whatever. So pretty confident I've got the best hand here, unless he's got something monstrous like ace king of spades or something like that. But yeah, that's a terrible river card. I have to check fold it. Probably has like 10s or something like that. 7s. It's probably like the worst hand that he's 3-betting there. So we were fortunate. And the blinds are up. So we have 10 big blinds basically. So we're going to get busy. We're going to get busy. We haven't really got any other choice. I mean, the average stack is like 15 big blinds anyway. So it's a very shallow game, obviously, because it's turbo. Very shallow games. So we're going to be getting it in. $63 people left. Would be nice to make the final table, obviously, but We are going to need more chips for that. If it folds around to me, I'll shove on this guy, but obviously if anything else happens, I pretty much can't play it. But I have to shove here. I can't really min raise fold, so. And bottom right table, the guy shoves. I think that was the guy that had the sevens before, so nothing we can do. And sixes. Guy's opening 3% out of 37 hands. Can't do anything there. Tempted to shove here. It's to win 180,000. Pretty much 20% of my stack. But I'm actually going to fold. Like something a bit better than Jack 3. But we might have escaped some danger there. The guy snap calls him with Queen 7. But like I say, it is very shallow, so it's not. Oh, he only had 76,000 anyway. So yeah, he had a 1 big blind or something. I'm not going to raise here. There's only 1 blind out there. I know he had a 600, had 700,000. So he had 10 big blinds pretty much. Ugh, it's so gross. Give me something I can shove with, apart from my imagination. I know we've got the least chips on the table now. But, ace. I don't like letting my chips obviously dwindle below, you know, an amount that you're not going to be able to get anybody to fold. You know, you got to have fold equity. So I'd rather shove in with 8-5 when I've got sort of 8 or 9 or 10 big blinds than wait until I've got, you know, ace king with 4 big blinds. It's just, I'm definitely shoving here. There's nothing else I can do unless he gets shoved. Unless someone else shoves, obviously I can't be folding an ace. This guy's raising a quarter of his hands, which is not a huge amount, but I guess 3-bet. And it's a pretty gross decision. I mean, we're not beating his value 3-betting range. He does have quite a high 3-bet stat though. I think I'm going to fold. I was definitely shoving it in this guy's face, but I could just be miles behind if this guy has a legitimate hand, you know, and whatever. It's got ace-6. We're not going to fold here. We can't fold a7 and a6 unless this guy shoves all in. Definitely all in. Good luck. That's all you can do. Hoping for a fold, I think. But the fact he hasn't snap called us already, I don't think he has a bigger ace than us. Probably just had sort of Jack 8, Jack 9, something like that, roughly. But it's costing him like another 650,000. So, like I say, we've got fold equity, which is why I don't want to wait much longer to get my chips in. And King Jack here, we've got 12 big blinds, I think. We're probably going to shove again. This guy's opening so much of his hands. We can't really 3-bet fold, so we're just going to have to shove it again. And he snap calls us. So at least you've got 2 overs. Happy days. It's a bad flop for us. And it's going to be game over. 54th. So yet again we win. We cash small again. It's unfortunate. Every time I play these things, I come in the top 1% or 0.5%, but it's obviously what you get for a small field, isn't it? Nothing. I mean, up top was $8 grand though, and I think we just have to shove here. We wouldn't really be flat calling with anything, so it just looks fishy if you flat call. It's got a sweat and ace and a 10 now. We cannot do that. As you know, 10, I meant king, not 10, but whatever. You get the picture. So yeah, I might have to wrap this video up now. I'll probably start recording again if I go deep in this, in any of these games. I don't think there's much point recording it now because it's still quite early, but if I make it quite deep, I'll start recording again. So thanks for watching.